Hello, good time of day to all of you, my chess friends. This is Grandmaster Alex Yermolinsky. Welcome back to my game of the day for second day in a row. I have the privilege, the honor to bring you a game of the day from the London Classic. Today was round 8 and I was working again live broadcast here on the Internet Chess Club together with my good friend and colleague Grandmaster Anand-Giri. And we had a blast, that was fantastic. The game's very interesting again. Quickly go over the round. Magnus Carlsen tried the hardest he could to build up on his great victory over Hikaru Nakamura from yesterday's round. He put a lot of pressure on the tail ender, the unlucky man of the tournament, Carlsen-Topalov. They played for 97 moves. Ronan kept calling, for Topalov to lose this drawish endgame, but Topalov just refused to lose. Buckled down and just saved the draw. It was important because with so many rating points lost by Vasilin, he was in danger of falling out of top 10 in the world and losing a spot in next year's Grand Chess Tour. Important draw for him. Magnus obviously a little disappointed, but no, he's gonna get another shot. He's gonna play against Grischuk in the last round. Grischuk played Aronian, these two guys with +1. There was a very important game for overall tournament standings and for the overall Grand Chess Tour count. And in the beginning it seemed like Grischuk was gonna take it. Aronian played a very unsure opening. His pieces were misplaced, but then Grischuk showed his usual tentativity, just played kind of slowly and wanted to keep his advantage and not to make any commitment and usual stuff. And then Aronian found a very good idea, this combination of moves. If you watched the game, rook d8 followed by h5, and suddenly he was in very good shape. Grischuk was in time trouble, but luckily for the Moscow Grandmaster, there was a sacrifice with perpetual check. Okay. Now, so that leaves both guys at +1, and they gonna have another shot. Although Grischuk is looking at a very strong challenge, playing against Magnus Carlsen with black. Aronian is gonna play with white against Vashyeva Graf. The way the story goes, if Aronian wins, he would put himself in a great position not only to win this tournament, to also win the outright, the overall event, because tie breaks, would favor Aronian anyway, if he gets so many Sonneberg burger points from Vashyeva Graf. But that's gonna be the key game tomorrow. Aronian white, Vashyeva Graf black. Vashyeva played against Adams. I thought it was a critical game for the young Frenchman. Adams as steady as he is in this tournament still. You have white against Adams, and there was a long, slow developing Roy Lopez, and I don't think that Vashyeva Graf played it right, and Adams held without much difficulty. And there was an exciting game, of course, between Caruana and Anand. It didn't seem very exciting in the beginning, but the young Italian-American kept his advantage and went all the way to a theoretical rook endgame, which was very close to what I knew from my experience and very close to what Anand already experienced, losing once to Grischuk in a blitz game. Endgame down a pawn, but Anand learned, so he played the right move and just held the draw. Beautiful defense from Anand. So, these guys refuse to lose now. You complain about lack of decisive games, but you look at games like this and people just defend so tough like Topalov and Anand did today. I'll blame them, for playing good chess. So, and make draws. Now, I bring you the only decisive game of today's round. It was between Anish Giri and Hikaru Nakamura. Alright.